Let me introduce ourselves. My name is Salman Afariji.
My name is Gita Dewlatari.
My name is Siti Sapni.
My name is Maria Juwana.
My name is Fatima Rahmasifa.
My name is Fiaksani.
My name is Buwawian Sartaviani.
Membacakan short story yang berjudul Odd Mother Ghost and Her Jack and Left Out.
Short story Left Out. Trish was playing basketball with her brother outside when she saw a car pull up in Josie's driveway. Josie jumped out of the car and Trish could hear a lot of voices laughing and saying goodbye to Josie. Trish stopped dribbling the basketball and watched as the car drives away and Josie escaped to her front door. Trish could feel her body start to get uncomfortable, warm, and her eyes started to water. Hey, what's worse? Daniel asked. Nothing, I don't want to fly anymore. Trish stammered inside and slammed the door. She heard the door open again. Behind her, but she didn't turn around and went straight to her room. Trish could hear Daniel talking to her mom downstairs, but she didn't want to talk to anyone. How could Josie do that to me? Trish thought. I thought we were friends. She heard a knock on the door but ignored it. Her mom called through the door. Trish, are you up? Trish ignored it and put her pillow over her head like earmuffs. I'll be downstairs if you want to take later. It's a good coach to calm yourself down first. Eventually, Trish calmed down and went to talk with her mom. Her mom always had some good ideas to help her. What's going on, Trish? Mom asked when Trish appeared in the living room. Trish to said, Josie went somewhere with our friends and she didn't invite me. Trish said, why wouldn't she invite me? That's not very nice. I thought we were friends. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I'd be pretty upset too if I felt let out. Maybe, Josie, now that you wouldn't like what they were going to do, Mom suggests. Maybe. Trish didn't sound confident. Why don't you talk with Josie about it at school on Monday? Mom said. I don't want to talk to her. I'm just going to ignore her. Well, sometimes ignore another person is a good choice, but I don't think this is the right time for that solution. If you ignore her, how are you ever going to solve the problem? Not talking about it is just going to make it worse. One night, you could lose Josie as a friend, replied Mom. I think when Josie to be my friends, but talking about it is uncomfortable. I just want her to know what's wrong and say she's sorry. That might happen, but it might not. Josie might not realize that she did something wrong, so then she'll just get mad at you for ignoring her. I really think talk to her about how you feel is the best way to solve the problem. Oh, Mom, I think to her at school. Thanks, Trin said. And guess what? Trish' mom was ring Josie. No, Trish didn't like Snickers, and she and the other girls had gone to see the new snacks called Trish. Well, glad she takes to Josie to solve the problem.
Tinggal. Tris sedang bermain basket dengan kakaknya di luar. Ketika dia melihat sebuah mobil berhenti di halaman rumah Josie, Josie melompat keluar mobil, dan Tris bisa mendengar banyak suara tertawa dan mengucapkan selamat tinggal pada Josie. Tris berhenti mengiring bola dan menyaksikan mobil melaju pergi, dan Josie melompat ke pintu rumahnya. Tris bisa merasakan tubuhnya mulai terasa hangat dan tidak nyaman. Matanya mulai berair. "Hai, apa yang salah?" Daniel bertanya. "Tidak ada, aku hanya tidak ingin bermain lagi." Tris menyerbu masuk dan membanting pintu. Dia mendengar pintu terbuka lagi di belakangnya, tapi tidak berbalik dan langsung menuju kamarnya. Tris bisa mendengar Daniel berbicara dengan ibunya di lantai bawah, tapi dia tidak ingin berbicara dengan siapapun. "Bagaimana Josie melakukan itu padaku?" pikir Tris. "Saya pikir kita teman." Dia mendengar ketukan pintu tapi mengabaikannya. Ibu memanggil dari balik pintu, "Tris, kamu baik-baik saja?" Tris mengabaikan dan meletakkan bantal di atas kepalanya seperti menutup telinga. "Aku akan turun jika kamu ingin berbicara nanti. Sebaiknya tenangkan dirimu." Akhirnya, Tris menjadi tenang dan pergi berbicara dengan ibunya. Ibunya selalu punya ide bagus untuk membantunya. "Ada apa, Tris?" Ibu bertanya ketika Tris muncul di ruang tamu. Tris mengambil tempat duduk. "Josie pergi ke suatu tempat bersama teman-teman kami dan dia tidak mengundang saya," kata Tris. "Kenapa dia tidak mengundangku? Itu tidak baik, kukira kita teman." "Oh sayang, maafkan aku. Aku juga akan sangat kesal jika merasa sedih. Mungkin Josie tahu kamu tidak akan menyukai apa yang akan mereka lakukan," saran ibu. Mungkin kedengaran tidak yakin. "Mengapa kamu tidak membicarakannya dengan Josie di sekolah pada hari Senin?" Ibu berkata. "Aku tidak ingin berbicara dengannya. Aku marah. Aku hanya akan mengabaikan." Ya, terkadang mengabaikan orang lain adalah pilihan yang baik, tapi menurutku itu bukan waktu yang tepat untuk menyelesaikan masalah itu. Jika kamu mengabaikannya, bagaimana kamu bisa menyelesaikan masalah? Tidak membicarakan hanya sekedar akan memperburuk keadaan. Dan mungkin berarti kamu bisa kehilangan Josie sebagai teman, jawab ibu. "Aku masih ingin Josie menjadi temanku, tapi membicarakan hal itu tidak nyaman dan hanya ingin tahu dia apa yang salah dan minta maaf. Itu mungkin terjadi, tapi mungkin juga tidak. Josie mungkin tidak menyadari bahwa dia melakukan kesalahan, jadi dia akan marah kepadamu karena mengabaikannya. Menurutku, berbicara dengannya tentang perasaanmu adalah cara terbaik untuk menyelesaikannya masalah." "Baiklah Bu, aku akan berbicara dengannya di sekolah. Terima kasih," kata Tris. Dan coba tebak, Ibu Tris benar. Josie tahu Tris tidak menyukai ular, dan dia serta gadis-gadis lain akan pergi ke kebun binatang untuk melihat pameran ular baru. Tris senang jika dia berbicara dengan Josie untuk memecahkan masalah.
Elements. Karakter: Tris, Josie, Daniel, Tris' mom. Setting: home. Plot: introduction. Setting: Tris is playing basketball with her brother outside when she sees a car stop in Josie's yard. Emotional reaction: Tris feels disappointment and causes to withdraw into the house after venting her anger. Interaction with family: although her mother tried to talk, Tris initially refused to talk about her problems. Following action: her mother suggested that Tris talk to Josie about her feelings to resolve the problem. Resolution: through talk, although reluctant at first, Tris ultimately decided to talk to Josie at school. Through that conversation, they resolved a misunderstanding. Josie was unaware that the activity she was attending with friends actually involved a visit to the snake exhibit at the zoo, which was something Tris didn't like. Talking, Tris and Josie are able to work these things out and repair their relationship. Conflict: Josie arrives at her house after saying goodbye to a group of friends without inviting Tris. This makes Tris feel neglected and lonely. Demi. Tris' feelings exploded when her friend Josie didn't invite her to an outing. Point of views: Tris' main character, Daniel, Tris' older brother, Tris' mother, and Josie extra character.
Old Mother Goose and her son Jack. The old Mother Goose lived in a cottage with her son, Jack. Jack is a good boy. Even though he is not handsome, he is good-tempered and diligent person. That is what makes him more handsome than other men. The Mother Goose had Gather, who swim in the pond, and an owl who preaches. On the wall, Gather is very strong. Whenever the Mother Goose wants to travel, Gather is always ready. Now, old Mother Goose thought her gander often looked sad and lonely. So one day, he sent Jack to the market to buy the best goose he could find. It was early in the morning when he set out, and his path passed through the forest. While on the way, he heard a scream. He jumped up and ran bravely towards the place where the sound came from. Through a gap in the trees, she saw a young woman trying to escape from a rogue who wants to steal her coat. With one powerful blow to his staff, Jack made the thief howl, and then returned to the young woman who lay on the ground crying. After being helped by Jack, the woman thanks Jack. Then she told him that he was the guardian daughter. The young woman told Jack to go to his father's house to say thanks you after that. Jack was left alone by the woman. Jack immediately went to the market to find the best goose. After getting the best goose, he immediately took the goose home. Old Mother Goose was very happy when she saw a fine bird Jack had bought, and gathered so more joy than I can describe. And then they all lived happily for a long time. Jack often left his work to dream of the beautiful young woman he had rescued in the wood, and soon began to sign all day long. But one morning, as he walking by the pond, he saw the sound and the gather making very loud sound. As if they were very happy, he came to them, and he was surprised to find one on the bank of the river, a large golden egg. He ran with the money to his mother, who said, "Go to the market, my son, sell your egg, and you'll soon be rich enough to visit the square." So to the market Jack went and sold his gold egg. Then he put on his best clothes and went to the landlord's house. Two footmen stood at the door, one looking very dashing and handsome, and the other sleepy and stupid. When Jack asked to see the square, they laughed at him and made fun of his fine clothes. But Jack had sense enough to offer them each a guinea, when they immediately conduct him to the square room. But when he saw his bag of gold, and asked his daughter to be his bride, the squire became very angry and ordered his servant to throw him into the pool of horse. But this was not easy to do, for Jack was strong and active. And then the young woman came out and begged her father to let him go. This makes Jack love her even more than before. And he returns home determined to win her despite everything, and wonderful Swan helped him in his design. Almost every morning he gave him a golden egg, and Jack, growing wiser, no longer sold it at half price to scoundrel who had previously cheated him. So Jack soon grew up to be a richer man than the squire himself. His wealth became known throughout the land, and the squire finally agreed to accept Jack as his son-in-law. Then the old mother goose flew into the forest on a strong gather, leaving the cottage and a goose to Jack and his wife, who lived happily ever after.
Ibu angsa tua tinggal di sebuah pondok bersama putranya Jack. Jack anak yang baik, walau tidak tampan, dia adalah orang yang pemarah dan rajin. Itu yang buat dia lebih tampan dari pria lain. Ibu angsa mempunyai gather yang berenang di kolam dan burung hantu yang hinggap di dinding. Gander itu sangat kuat. Kapanpun ibu angsa ingin melakukan perjalanan, Gander selalu siap sedia. Sekarang ibu angsa tua mengira Gandernya sering terlihat sedih dan kesepian. Jadi suatu hari dia mengirim Jack ke pasar untuk membeli angsa terbaik yang bisa ditemukan. Saat itu masih pagi sekali ketika dia berangkat dan jalannya melewati hutan. Saat di perjalanan dia mendengar jeritan, dia melompat dan berlari dengan berani menuju tempat asal suara itu. Melalui celah di pepohonan, dia melihat seorang wanita muda mencoba melarikan diri dari bajingan yang ingin mencuri mantelnya. Dengan satu pukulan keras dari tongkatnya, Jack membuat pencuri itu melolong dan kemudian kembali ke wanita muda itu yang terbaring di tanah sambil menangis. Setelah ditolong oleh Jack, wanita itu mengucapkan terima kasih pada Jack. Lalu dia memberitahu bahwa dia adalah putri pengawal. Wanita muda itu menyuruh Jack untuk ke rumah ayahnya untuk mengucapkan terima kasih. Setelah itu Jack ditinggal sendirian oleh wanita itu. Jack langsung pergi ke pasar untuk menemukan angsa terbaik. Setelah mendapatkan angsa terbaik, dia langsung membawa angsa itu pulang. Induk angsa tua sangat senang ketika dia melihat betapa bagusnya burung yang dibeli Jack, dan Gander menunjukkan lebih banyak kegembiraan daripada yang bisa saya gambarkan, dan kemudian mereka semua hidup bahagia untuk waktu yang lama. Jack seringkali meninggalkan pekerjaannya untuk memimpikan wanita muda cantik yang telah dia selamatkan di hutan dan segera mulai menghela nafas sepanjang hari. Namun suatu pagi, saat dia berjalan di tepi kolam, dia melihat angsa dan Gander mengeluarkan suara yang sangat keras, seolah-olah mereka sedang sangat gembira. Dia mendatangi mereka dan terkejut menemukan di tepi sungai ada telur emas besar. Dia berlari membawa uang itu ke ibunya dan berkata, "Pergilah ke pasar, anakku, jual telurmu dan kamu akan segera menjadi cukup kaya untuk mengunjungi pengawal." Jadi ke pasar Jack pergi dan menjual telur emasnya. Kemudian ia mengenakan pakaian terbaiknya dan pergi ke rumah tuan tanah. Dua bujang berdiri di depan pintu. Yang satu tampak sangat gagah dan cakep, dan yang lainnya mengantuk dan bodoh. Ketika Jack meminta untuk bertemu dengan pengawal, mereka menertawakannya dan mempermainkan pakaian bagusnya. Tapi Jack punya cukup akal untuk menawari mereka masing-masing gunia. Ketika mereka segera mengantarkan ke kamar pengawal, namun ketika ia menunjukkan kepadanya tas emasnya dan meminta putrinya untuk menjadi pengantinnya, sang pengawal menjadi marah dan memerintahkan para pelayannya untuk melemparkannya ke dalam kolam kuda. Namun hal ini tidak mudah dilakukan karena Jack kuat dan aktif, dan kemudian wanita muda itu keluar dan memohon kepada ayahnya untuk melepaskannya. Hal ini membuat Jack semakin mencintainya daripada sebelumnya, dan dia pulang ke rumah dengan tekad untuk memenangkannya terlepas dari segalanya. Dan angsa yang luar biasa itu membantunya dalam desainnya. Hampir setiap pagi dia memberinya sebutir telur emas, dan Jack yang semakin bijaksana tidak lagi menjualnya dengan harga setengahnya kepada bajingan yang sebelumnya telah menipunya. Jadi Jack segera tumbuh menjadi orang yang lebih kaya daripada Squire itu sendiri. Kekayaannya diketahui oleh negeri dan Squire akhirnya setuju untuk menerima Jack sebagai mantunya. Kemudian ibu angsa tua terbang ke dalam hutan dengan menunggangi Gander yang kuat meninggalkan pondok dan angsa itu kepada Jack dan istrinya yang hidup bahagia.
Elements karakter Jack a diligent and keen young man, our mother goose, owner of goose and gander. The gander very strong and hopeful. The goose mistress lays golden eggs. The squirrel rich but overbearing father of young girl, setting a cot in the woods, market on the big white house on top of the hill. Short plow Jack, the young man helps grill the first walk turns out the be the dog of Squire. The girl invites Jack to her father's house. Jack buys a goose at the market with less golden eggs. Jack begs rich, seeking the squire's approval to marry his daughter. The squire refuses, throwing Jack into the horse pool. The girl asks her father to let Jack go. Jack goes lays an half golden egg, making him richer than the squire. The squire finally accepts Jack as his son-in-law. All mother goes and Gander left, leaving the cot and goes to Jack and his bride.
Conflict. Jack faces rejection and humiliation from the arrogant Squire who throws him into the horseful. Them perseverance and kindness bring prosperity. Love care in overcoming social status. Point of view. Point of view. Jack entirely full of hope and diligent and determined to get Squire consent for love. Squire proved at first dismissed and relocation, acknowledging Jack's success. You grill proved entirely grateful for Jack have confused by her but her action and support Jack on. Yes.
To our presentation of short story. Assalamualaikum
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.